Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to some more Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. Let's see what is on the list today. We have only two that we can take because we don't have the experience needed. We only have 476 experience. Sloppy steering is what this guy is saying, so let's go ahead and take this job here. Apparently you could take multiple jobs, I guess, and maybe put the cars on different loading bays. And is this car really called a Rhino Piccolo? Is that what this thing was called? Alright, so apparently it's got sloppy steering. Something else that we're supposed to be able to do here is OBD scanner, electronic meter. You have no upgrade points. 1,000 experience equals 1 point. Wow. There's a lot of stuff we're going to have to do. Alright, well let's go take this thing for a test drive and see what's wrong with it here. Because apparently, it's got some sloppy steering. So hopefully it'll be a little bit quicker of a work order compared to that last one we did. Because man, that crankshaft was a very, very in-depth work order. That one was crazy. That was by far the longest one we've had thus far. I hate how I can't look around when we're driving. I wish we could look around. Whoa, don't hit the building. Slow it down, slow it down. There we go. Sloppy steering indeed. And brake. Nailed it. Alright, so sloppy steering, so we're probably just going to have to throw it right to the lift. We're going to have to get underneath it to get to, it's probably going to be the tie rods or the bushings or the end tie rods or something along those lines. Sway bar. Okay, got it. Let's see, let's take a look at the work order as well. The work order says repair with parts exceeding minimum condition of 62%. Alright, so let's just go ahead and move this car to the lifter. Alright, let's lift her on up. You know, one of the other cool things that I miss about the old one is it used to say things like, hey, you know, I just got done 4x4 in my vehicle and something doesn't sound right anymore. Could you take a look? Or, hey, I need an oil change and an oil filter, you know, or something like that. It doesn't seem like there's any story to it. But that might just be me, too. So, alright, so let's go ahead and toggle the body mode and then the conditions mode. Alright, so there's our front sway bar right there that's bad. So the suspension, we're going to need to get over to this guy. So we're going to have to take the tire off. Let's go ahead and take this off really quick. Alright, and then we'll spin around in order to get this off. Oh, I guess we can just take this right off. Alright, perfect. Inventory. So we need a sway bar front end link. Okay, a sway bar front end link. A sway bar front end link A. 29. Hopefully I didn't need to, or we didn't have the ability to repair that. But then again, for a $29 part, I guess it really doesn't make too much of a difference, does it? Alright, assemble mode. We'll snap this new one back on. Put the tire back on. And that should be it, right? Alright, let's take a look. And check. Finished job. Bam! Done. 57 bucks for that. Alright, let's, wish there was a sell all feature, too. Okay. Oops, no, we want the cell phone now. Okay, so we have replace all filters. let's take this job. We have another Rhino Piccolo. Isn't there like any other diverse cars that are coming into my shop other than these freaking Piccolos? It says replace all filters. So we have an air filter right off the bat. We also have a oil filter we're going to need to change, and a fuel filter. So let's go into the work order here. Air, fuel, and oil filter. Okay. Let's go ahead and take the air filter off. There's the fuel filter. And then right underneath, I think, is the oil filter from under the car. Okay, so we do need an oil filter R4. So we'll buy one of those. So, filter. We need an oil filter R4. We need an air filter. And a fuel filter. Ta-da! Oh, there's different air filters. I'm going to have to be cautious about that. I've just been buying that one. I'm glad that that's the one that it takes. Alright, air intake. Assemble mode. Let's put the new air filter in. Put the cover on. I wish it just assembled the clip instead of just making you choose like which clip. But then again, I guess if they need to be replaced, then you have that option to do that. Okay, and our fuel filter right here. Ta-da! That one's actually a good location. Sometimes they're back there on the gas tanks. Alright, let's drop the hood. We need to get underneath the car, so let's go ahead and move this over to the lifter. Let's go ahead and lift that. In the meantime, we're going to need to take this, and we're going to need to drain the oil. Right about here. Does that work? Maybe. Suspension, oil pan, drain plug. Oh god. I'm hoping that was the, that probably did not, like, line up in the least. Alright, oil filter. Nailed it. Alright, and assemble mode, since we've already got the new oil filter. Nailed it. Alright, let's take this out of here. Set that aside. Lower the car back down again. Here, let's get this out of our way. We're just going to set that right by our overalls there. Now we're going to come in here. We have to put oil back in it. And let's try that and see how that is. Is there a... oh, right there. It's a stick. Oil dipstick. Huh. Perfect. Not too shabby. And finished job. Bam! Look at that. On a roll. Let's see if there's anything else easy we've got here. Replace engine oil and filter. And it's another Rhino Piccolo. Man, I wonder if it's like going to give us like a certain amount of jobs before it starts giving us a different one. So we need another R4, change oil, refill with new, and another R4 filter. So let's go ahead and purchase another R4 filter. We are just going to move this right over to the lift. We're going to need this here. We'll lift that up. Let's grab this. And let's get this right underneath that. And then we are going to need the drain plug. I missed it! I just lost $100. Gosh dang it. What a bummer. Alright. Let's get this out of here since I completely missed the oil and got a $100 cleanup fee for that. Alright, let's put some new oil in this thing. Got some 10W weight 30. And perfect. Ta-da! And the work order is complete. Ka-chow. Oil changes are in the bag, guys. That's how you do oil changes like a boss right there. Alright, guys. Well, this is where we're going to wrap up this episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. When we come back, maybe we'll take on something a little more complicated. We'll see you guys then.